Okay, so after that initial letter, which is going to be like a single page to itself, then the next page will be the actual real directions explaining the activities. And I'm thinking there's going to be a paragraph that starts it off before it gets into specifics with some general stuff. Something like, thank you for purchasing the basic training, and I get this one's going to be the multiplication. So it's the basics training multiplication edition book. Obviously, you can use any activity, game, quiz in any manner that you wish. However, this program has been classroom tested, and I have found a specific system that ensures student success. Um, the following directions will not only give specific strategies for introducing activities, it also will give a recommended timeline. This is by no means mandatory and can be altered to suit individual needs. However, this plan ensures that students are continually progressing towards their mastery of a specific times table. Additionally, this is a new paragraph. The directions that follow have also been made into video format. So if you're a person that prefers to watch video rather than read the directions, you can go to my YouTube account, which is Basics Training. The basic, like my channel is called Basics Training. Basically, you just go to YouTube and type in basics training, and it'll take you right to some of the activities. Okay, then I'm thinking there'll be like a boldened thing that says like centered, maybe like activity number one, the discovery template. And let me go to that now. Okay. And I'm going to send you the picture that you're looking at right now so you have it. I guess the directions will go something like this. So like in bold, it'll say kind of like mine, activity one, the discovery template, side one. Um, I guess the directions go something like the concept of multiplication will be taught using a system of dots and circles. Um, the teacher, each student will have a copy of the discovery template. They can either write on it in pencil, which will consume the paper, or it can be put in a sheet protector or a communicator, and students can use dry erase marker so that the papers will be not consumed and can be used again later in the year or in next year as well. Um, the teacher will lead a discussion such as in my first rectangular box, how many white circles are there, and elicit from the students that there are one. She will then ask how many dots are inside, and wait for the students to respond 5. And then she will ask what is the total number of dots, and the students will answer 5, and then everyone will fill in after where it says 1 times 5 equals, they'll put in a 5. Okay, then the teacher will say, look down at the next rectangle. How many white circles are there? And there are 2. Now, the key is to have the students realize that they don't, and put capital letters for do not, need to count all of the dots, because they know from what they've done previously that one group of 5 is 5. So all they need to do is count the second box, and they would count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then they would write down 2 times 5, because it's 2 circles of 5 make 10. Then the teacher would progress, and so on. When they get to the third one, the key is going to be to not have the students count all 15 dots. The teacher should say, well, we know from looking above that 1 circle is 5, and we know that 2 circles are 10. So let's count 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Um, This will continue all the way up to 10 times 5. If you use this format, the students will have heard that one group of 5 is 5 dots 10 times, and they'll have heard that two groups of 5 are 10 dots 9 times. Because every time that you're explaining the following one, I don't know how you're going to word this, dude, but that's the idea. um, and that'll be the end of that one. Then again, centered and thick black, it'll say activity number 2, the discovery template side 2. And I guess say something like the goal of discovery template side 2 is to help students see the patterns that are in times tables. Every going across the top will always be circles, and there will be missing numbers. If the student's stuck, they could always go back to activity number 1 and look at the answers. But again, 5, 10, the next one, what would it be? The teacher will lead the kids through an understanding. It goes 15, then 20, and so on, all the way up to 50. Then below that, the facts that yield the numbers in the circles are written directly below, so students can see where that pattern comes from. Next, there are 3 boxes. These boxes are to help kids see the patterns in numbers. Um, the left box, the number doubles, and then the doubles, and then doubles again. Same thing with the other box with the odd. I don't know how you're going to write all this, dude, but you get the idea. Somehow say that maybe we could just cheat and say that there are patterns. And then the bottom is the same, only in reverse order. So somehow say that. The next activity, activity number 3, is the do now. The do now can be completed in class, should the teacher choose to do it that way. Um, I actually use this as a homework assignment. Students are given a copy of the do now, and there'll be 2 do nows on the sheet, but each night they're assigned. Oh, how do I explain all this? Fuck. Uh, all right, I'm gonna pause here and then go back. Okay, sorry about that. I just sat and thought for about 15 minutes. Basically, the issue is, I guess earlier I have to explain the general, like back at the preamble, which is what I call the information right before, where it says activity number 1. It's kind of like the general information. Somewhere in there, it's got to say that the general plan is introduce the discovery template front and back on Monday, assign a do now every single night for homework, give a quiz in class every day, very quick, a timed test every day, as well as at least one game, which can be chosen from the Snakester, Loopster, or Snakester, you know, Matchster, Faxter, or whatever. So basically, they would give a quiz every day on loose leaf, um, how to explain how much of that to explain in the preamble, like the general stuff, as opposed to when I get to the specific activity part. Obviously, I'm struggling with. That's why I paused. So I'm gonna hit stop now. Next time I pick up, I'll start and redo this part a little bit.